What's up? Welcome to CDLA, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I became a beer delivery driver, my track record all the way up to becoming one, how I got my CDLs and everything. I never paid for any CDL training. I just went and applied at jobs, and that's how I got in there. I never really intended on being a beer delivery driver. It kind of just happened, and you're going to hear it here. I have it on a step-by-step process of how it happened for me. So, in 2003, I was 21 years old, and I filled out an application for my local bus station. I filled out an application there, and I got hired. They trained me, and that's how I earned my CDLB. Now, things didn't work out there for me, and I don't want to talk about that. But, so I did get my CDL Class B, but I ended up finding another job in 2004. See, that was at the end of 2003. In 2004, that's when I went and worked at an amusement park. I filled out an application there. It was about 50 miles away from my where I lived at home. They provided dorms. I stayed in dorms. So I was 22 years old. I stayed in dorms, and at this amusement park, people came from all over the world to work there. I mean, from overseas and everywhere. So it was a good environment for me. For driving the bus for the employees. It was like 4,000 plus employees, and yeah, like I say, all I would do was drive them to work, to the grocery stores, and to downtown. Driving, it was just a school bus that they had for the employees. So I was 22 years old, and that is actually where I met my wife, at Cedar Point. Look it up. It's an amusement park. Cedar Point. C-E-D-A-R Point. Best amusement park in the world. Okay? So after working there for 3 years, in 2006, I happened to be at home, and I came across a guy I knew who worked for Miller Lite. I saw him. He was actually working, unloading, taking stuff in the store, and he asked me, "You got a Class A? You got a Class B CDL?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "We're hiring." And then he put a referral in for me, and I got in doing night loading the trucks. Now, a position did come up for me at the time, but I did not want to take it because I did not want to wake up at 4 in the morning. The second shift was like from 4 to midnight. I would get off of work at midnight, go hang out with friends, sleep it off, rinse and repeat. And that was cool for me, for just wanting to hang out and be young. Okay, so I worked there for 3 years. Now, I was still in the beer industry after that, but it got bought out from another company, right? And so when it got bought out from another company, they required us to have our Class A CDLs. So when we got hired, they didn't have a training program for us to get our Class A CDLs. What they did was they had us help each other. We used their equipment to learn the pre-trip inspection. We did maneuverability in the yard. And then whoever had a Class A CDL, we would go out on the road with them and practice, you know, driving around the road. So that was my track to becoming a beer delivery driver. It wasn't anything intentional, but I do see the benefit in starting there when nobody will hire you if you have no experience. So this is definitely a good place to start and get some experience for when you want to move on to something else. There you go. Class A CDLA. Drop a comment below, like and share. And I would like to interview beverage delivery drivers, beer drivers, and figure out how you got into the beer delivering industry, and So my Gmail will be at the bottom, CDLApilot@gmail. Email me so we can, hook up and do an interview and let the people know what we do. All right? Remember, you are the captain of your ship.